Eyewitness News at 6:30 starts now.
A man accused of killing a suburban bar owner also accused in another crime.
And changes to mail-in voting. What you need to know to make sure your ballot gets counted.
But first, angry NIPSCO customers protesting outside that company. They say they're having a tough time paying for skyrocketing winter bills.
Our Rob Hughes talked to customers today who say they are being forced to make some hard choices.
NIPSCO appears to be prepared for today's protest, construction cones and barriers at every entrance of their building. But it's not stopping dozens of upset Northwest Indiana residents rallying here today against an energy company they say is taking advantage of its customers.
As a customer, I feel a little betrayed.
Ramon Reyes says he worked for NIPSCO for 10 years as a construction electrician. Now he's protesting his former employer, concerned for his elderly mother.
How do you go from a $200, $300 bill to like $500? You know, how does a 96-year-old lady make that up?
Dozens of people taking turns at the mic, calling out NIPSCO for what they say are exorbitant increases to their bills.
It has to be a mistake. This can't be correct.
Carmelo Reyes tells us he's a disabled veteran, and with his wife experiencing significant health challenges, he says he's facing a difficult decision.
My wife is in the hospital because she had an aneurysm, and I have to decide, what am I going to do, heat the house or help my wife with her medicine?
NIPSCO answered our request for a response to customers' concerns, saying, quote, customers are not alone in seeing higher delivery charges right now. Because of the cold temperatures, customers across our service area are using more natural gas than they were in warmer months. The company goes on to say, we want to reassure customers that NIPSCO does not control or mark up the cost of natural gas. Those prices come directly from market prices, and we simply pass them through based on customer usage. Maryville Town Councilwoman Shauna Haynes Edwards is feeling the impact just like the people she serves.
I feel like it's a company that knows what they're doing, and they know that they're the only company that we have to use.
This realization leaving local elected leaders and customers alike wondering what, if any, recourse they have.
And we're at their mercy because we have no one else to go to.
The people here say they want NIPSCO to hear their concerns and do what's right. In the meantime, they plan to continue to use their voices in protest. In Maryville, Rob Hughes, ABC7 Eyewitness News.
Rob, thank you. And we are learning new details today about the criminal history of the man accused of killing a Momence bar owner. According to court documents, Julius Burks Jr. was out on bond in Indiana for allegedly breaking into his ex-girlfriend's home. And now he is accused of killing Courtney Drisdale Monday morning as she was opening up her bar. Burks was arrested at his home in Hammond. He has waived extradition to Illinois, but he will not be transferred until his case in Indiana is resolved.
It's time for a look at our weather forecast. There's a live look outside. We're in the 20s, but the temperature is going to go up. First, we might get some snow.
Yeah, there's a lot to track before we get to 32 degrees. Cheryl Scott is with us here tonight. Hey, Cheryl.
Yes, temps in the 20s right now, beginning to dip into the teens out to the north and west. Another chilly night with the threat of some snow showers moving in mainly tomorrow mid to late morning into the early afternoon. This will be a light snow, but notice our temperatures for the first time about to hit 32 degrees, officially rising above that freezing mark likely on Friday, but we do return back to the cold over the weekend. For tonight, we are looking at the threat of some snow showers. We're quiet right now, expected to stay dry in the next couple of hours. And then tomorrow morning, close to the commute, that's when we'll look for some scattered light snow. This is at 8:30. It's about 11 to noon where we'll find some snow showers flying on through. This will be very light snow, not looking at accumulations, and then a wintry mix come Friday with temperatures beginning to climb above that freezing mark. We'll time that precipitation out and then a big warm up on the way for next week. Stay tuned for that in a few minutes, guys. Back to you.
Sounds great, Cheryl. We'll see you in a few. The Trump administration pulling 700 federal agents out of Minnesota. Our Border Czar Tom Homan made this announcement today. The Department of Homeland Security has faced criticism following 2 deadly shootings in the state involving agents. Homan says the decision came after local leaders agreed to turn over immigrants who have been arrested and are currently in Minnesota jails and prisons.
We have made significant progress under the direction of President Trump, working with state and local officials here in Minnesota, and I expect that to increase in the coming weeks.
More than 2,000 agents will remain in Minnesota. That's roughly the same number sent to the state in January when the immigration surge there ramped up. And a man accused of trying to assassinate President Trump before his second term is sentenced to life in prison plus 7 years. The judge cut off Ryan Ruth as he tried to use his opportunity to address the court to talk about Ukraine and other unrelated topics. The judge then said, quote, "Your plot to kill was deliberate and evil." Ruth was convicted of trying to assassinate President Trump at his Florida golf course in 2024, represented himself during his trial, but now is an attorney who is planning to appeal the case.
Tonight, police in Arizona say they still have no suspects in the troubling disappearance of the mother of Today's Show host Savannah Guthrie. Authorities say they believe 84-year-old Nancy Guthrie was abducted from her home. ABC affiliate station KGUN saying that they received one of several possible ransom notes. Law enforcement now investigating if they are legitimate. They're also trying to access security footage from the home, but they say that one camera is gone from the front of the house. Nancy Guthrie has been missing since Sunday.
Workflow changes at the post office could impact mail-in ballots for the March 17th primary. Previously, mail was postmarked the day you dropped it in the mailbox, but now it will be postmarked the day it's processed at the post office, sometimes days later. Some suburban Cook County courthouses, the Pedway and Melrose Park Village Hall, began early voting February 18th. The rest of the traditional county voting sites open March 2nd. And the clerk recommends sending your mail-in ballot the week before Election Day just to be safe. And the race for Cook County Board President's heating up. Longtime Board President Tony Preckwinkle being challenged in the Democratic primary by Chicago Alderman Brendan Riley. As Sarah Schulte reports, Preckwinkle is picking up an endorsement today while Riley rolls out a new campaign ad.
It's the second largest county in the country with a massive budget. For the past 16 years, Tony Preckwinkle has been in charge. As she seeks her 5th term as Cook County Board President, Chicago Alderman Brendan Riley may be her toughest opponent yet. 4 more years for Cook County Board President Tony Preckwinkle. As they have for all her campaigns, dozens of South and West Side clergy members are backing her for 1 more term.
For 15 years we've had balanced budgets. For 15 years we haven't raised property taxes. I think that's a great record.
But Preckwinkle's opponent for the Democratic primary says the candidate he supported for several years has stayed in office too long. Brendan Riley is centering his campaign around what he calls a failed county contract with Tyler Technologies to update the county computer systems.
11 years and millions later, it still doesn't work.
With a new ad out today, Riley says the flawed technology caused late property tax bills, which resulted in late revenue for school districts, including Chicago Public Schools.
They had to go out and take payday loans to cover their operating costs to the tune of $120 million in interest. And that's basically a new property tax increase on homeowners next year, paying for the interest because county couldn't do its basic job of getting the bills out on time.
Preckwinkle says at the time of signing the contract, Tyler Technologies was the only company to do the job. She says the situation has been fixed.
Bills will be out and due on April 1st. There'll be no further delays.
While admitting there were problems, Preckwinkle is more focused on how she brought Cook County into the 21st century.
When I came into this job, we were documenting court cases with carbon paper.
Despite the improvements she has made in 16 years, Riley accuses Preckwinkle of bloated budgets. The race is expected to be competitive, with political experts giving Preckwinkle the edge.
She's going to be able to rely on not only her stability, not only her record, but being very well known and being very powerful in the county for a very, very long time. And I think that's going to be an asset.
As Brendan Riley may be giving her a run for her money, as chairman of the Cook County Democratic Party, it is Preckwinkle who's got the leg up when it comes to fundraising and the ability to get her base out to vote. Sarah Schulte, ABC7 Eyewitness News.
Sarah, thank you. And calling for reform. Parents joining Senator Dick Durbin in an attempt to hold big internet companies liable for what happens on their sites.
As St. Patrick's Day a little more than a month away, we have a preview of the Southside Irish Parade ahead.
And back-to-back state champs. The Lake Park Lancets are celebrating another big title win, and the dancers and coaches are joining us right here live next.
Is it Mia or Maya?
Mia.
Mia. Okay, I might screw that up. How's everybody doing?
Good.
Did you get a tour of the new?
Yep.
Pretty exciting. It's small.
Okay, we're gonna do some mic checks.
Oh
here.
yes, remember. Yeah. Hello.
Would
Stream.
you count to 10 in a nice clear voice?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Hold on. 4, 6. The girl to your camera right.
Somebody has a hand up. Talk to them.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
That's mic
6.
6. That's mic 6. It's all. Handheld mic check. Is that turned on?
I have no idea, sir.
Yeah, go ahead and just you can hold it in your hand as long as you don't like bang it on your leg or something.
I don't. Testing 1, 2. Is this working?
Well, they did it again, and we are Chicago proud. The Lake Park High School Lancettes are officially back-to-back state champions, taking home the Illinois High School Association state dance title over the weekend. Get this, it marks the program's 14th straight trip to state and their 5th championship win. And tonight we're joined live by the Lancettes senior dancers and their incredible coaches. Congrats to all you ladies. Hello.
Hello.
This is the trophy, right?
There it is.
You all have your medals. Congrats again. What a streak. So I want to start, Mia, with you. It's got to be nerve-wracking. So I do TV, right? And you get nervous when you're on camera. I get in front of people and I get you get butterflies. But you got, you have to compose yourself, you have to gather your thoughts, and then you have to choreograph everything. Those first few seconds must be really intense.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you thinking when you're taking the stage and you know what's about to happen?
We just need to we all come together and we just hype each other up so much. And we just tell each other everything's going to be okay. We just need to all do our best, and that's all we can do.
It must take an incredible amount of practice, right? I mean, how many hours a day were you practicing? After school, before school? It must take a lot.
Yeah.
Francesca, you choreographed both of these back to back?
Yes.
Because you were here last year.
I was.
Was it with Tanya and Terrell or Val?
Yes.
You sat right here.
I did.
And then you do it again.
Yes.
What is your secret?
I just like to push the boundaries in regards to choreography. I like to push myself, and I like to push the kids as well. They're all super talented and they're all very dedicated. So I'm lucky enough that I'm able to do what I do, and they're able to, kill it on the floor. So.
Do you feel pressure for next year already? I mean,
always.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot, and it's not easy. I mean, to get to the level y'all are at is in itself an extraordinary feat, but then to win, it's just next level.
Yes.
Carrie, right?
Yes.
I'll ask you the same question that I asked Mia. What those first few seconds, what's going through your mind?
The first few seconds when you get out there, just you realize that this is the moment we've been practicing and putting in the hard work for how many months we've been practicing. So it really feels rewarding getting out there and just being as a team and just taking in the moment of being out there together.
Yeah. Have you danced most of your life?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it pays off, right?
Yeah.
Coaches back there, how are you?
Good. Doing well.
You must be proud as well. Lauren, right?
Yes.
You just can continue to dominate year after year. You're an alum?
Yes, I am.
What's the secret? I mean,
well,
are those the rings from the?
Yes, actually.
Hold that up, so we can see it.
Yeah, so I was
Super Bowl.
fortunate to get one as a dancer previously, and then the other 3 are from coaching.
Wow.
Yeah.
What do you think it is about the tradition of this school to be able to year after year continue to do so well?
Yeah, once we got the opportunity to become coaches, we really wanted to ensure that we were keeping those same values and standards that our previous coaches did for us. And because we have done that, we have really created a comfortable environment for our dancers, and they were able to grow not only as dancers, but just as individuals.
What do you think the secret is? Is it a gelling as teammates over the years, or what do you think it is that makes this group so special?
It's just such a close bond. It's more than just being teammates. It's more of like a family. we all are so close and we all support each other always, both on and off the dance floor. And that's what makes our connection so strong and unique.
Cassie back there, right? Hi.
Hi.
5 titles, state titles for this program. Really history making.
Yeah.
What makes y'all, besides that, you think stand out?
You know, all of our girls every single year are just so hardworking, but especially this year, it was a really special group. They were so dedicated. They would go home, talk to the team, figure out what they needed to do in order to be better each and every day. So this one's a really special one for our group. So we're just very proud of them.
Will you play reporter for me back there? Okay.
Me?
Yeah,
Okay,
you.
yeah, for sure.
I know you're not mic'd up back there, but
Yeah.
you're sitting there. I think we should ask, who is that right there?
This
Who
is
are you?
Mina. Here you go.
How are you?
I'm good. How are
I'm
you?
putting you on the spot. What do you think makes this group so special?
Something I think makes this group so special is definitely the close bond we have. We're all really close girls, and we've been dancing together since we were 3. And we come together, and like if we ever need help, we just talk to each other and be like, "You got me," and they're like, "Yeah, I got you." And
Definitely, right.
we're just always there for each other, and just I've never met a group of girls I've ever been this close to in my life.
Oh, that's so special. And your teammate is next to you. You tell me who you are.
Hi, I'm Kendall.
Hi, Kendall. I'm putting you on the spot, too. I know you weren't supposed to talk, but you're state champs. You have to. I mean, it really, and you mentioned something about the bond between all of you. It's a powerful thing, and you must feel a little bit of that nostalgia, and it's
Yeah.
going to be with you forever, right?
Yeah, it will be.
Yeah.
All the hard work and hours put in, like for everyone.
Yeah, it's awesome.
amazing.
It is. Okay, all seniors, have we picked our colleges? Yeah, no, okay.
Getting
we got
close,
time.
getting close.
Getting close, good. And how about aspirations to continue to dance? Do you think some of you want to do that?
Yes.
Yeah? Have you decided? I guess you got to decide the school before you decide to dance. Come back next year to watch the girls behind you win another state title.
Yes.
Right? And you'll be sitting right here with us again.
Yes.
Would you have any advice before we wrap this up to dancers out there, young dancers who are in schools that just don't have the dominance that you do? It sounds like hard work and team togetherness really stands out amongst all of you.
Yeah, I would say just never give up, and just always push for what you want. Anything is possible, and just always believe in yourself.
Yeah.
I know it sounds cheesy, but
No,
it's so
I don't think
true.
it does at all.
It's so true. So.
Yeah. Do you get nervous watching them after you've look at everybody? He's like, yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
And I've got to think you back there as well. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Congratulations again.
Thank you. so much.
I know how
Thank you.
difficult this is. I was nervous because I can't dance at all, and I think we all did okay. So best of luck to you in school, wherever you choose, and congratulations again.
Thank you.
You're so great. And to all the moms back there, congratulations. You all should be proud. We got a lot of moms behind the scenes. You got to watch this segment, and to do so, it's the Lake Park High School Landsets. You can go over to our website. That's ABC7Chicago.com. Judy, it's right there, and you can see it. And it is incredible, and they're state champs. How about it?
Big congratulations to all of them. What a great group. Thank you for coming in here tonight. And we're going to continue the theme with girls and women coming up. It is National Girls and Women in Sports Day today, and we are taking you inside a new bar dedicated to women's sports and run by a former Northwestern athlete. And taking a live look outside tonight, we are keeping an eye on the potential for precipitation, but also warming temperatures that is coming your way in your AccuWeather forecast. Senator Dick Durbin is in Washington today calling for changes to a law that shields big tech companies from liability. Durbin joining parents and advocates to push for changes to a law called Section 230 of the Communications Decency Act of 1996. It currently protects big tech companies like social media platforms from being held responsible for what happens on their sites.
Something needs to change. Big tech needs to be incentivized to protect kids online. And if they don't, they should be held civilly liable. Let's sunset Section 230 and let's get this job done for our kids now.
Supporters of reform say the law, once meant to help internet companies grow, now leaves families unable to take action.
Now let's take a live look outside. It's 23 degrees downtown Chicago, looking beautiful. At 4, we had a live report from the Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
It was like 65 and beautiful out there, Cheryl. So we're channeling that as we get into the 40s next week.
Yes, we will see our temperatures climb. We're talking near 50 degrees for at least one day next week. So a big weather pattern change on the way. Not the case right now, but the 20s still feel good after last week. Right now we sit at 25 degrees, partly cloudy skies. Live Doppler 7 max right now, mostly quiet. Temperatures up to the north beginning to dip into the teens. Another cold night as temperatures area-wide will be falling down into the teens, holding on to the 20s in a lot of locations right now. But today's high still below that freezing mark. The average 33, today's high 27. It is now 19 days in a row with our high temps below that freezing mark. A streak we want to break. You think, is this a record-breaking streak? Not so much. One of our longest streaks with temps below freezing was about almost 40 days. So far from that, we don't want to see that. Tomorrow we get close to 32 and then rise above that on Friday with a high of 36 degrees. We do have some precipitation in the forecast tomorrow and Friday. Saturday, another shot of cold air works its way in with highs only in the 20s. So here's what's happening. Right now we are quiet. A few high clouds up to the north and west. We'll be watching a little wave of energy here. So overnight, mostly cloudy, temps dropping into the teens. Tomorrow morning for the commute, some light scattered snow showers falling across parts of the area. This will be very light in nature, mid to late morning as well. Not really looking at accumulating snow, but some snow flying around, perhaps a dusting on some untreated surfaces out there. Tomorrow afternoon, highs near freezing. We do it again on Friday. Friday morning temps near that freezing mark, a little bit of a wintry mix. Notice the pinks and the greens. We'll be watching here for some slick spots for the Friday morning commute and then some light snow showers during the afternoon. Temperatures here climbing above the freezing mark, so some milder air in place. But behind this front, temperatures will be crashing overnight. Saturday morning, starting the weekend off very cold with temps in the single digits. It's not until next week that we'll see this weather pattern shift. So you can see across the Great Lakes here, upper Midwest still with the pocket of cold air. Back to the west, that warmer, milder air mass, it's waiting to move in. And you can see the long range model output here with warmer than average temperatures for much of the country as we head into the middle to the end part of February. So much so that we're going close to 50 degrees for Tuesday of next week. So we take a little bit of a dip over the weekend and then 40 is returning to the area that will feel so mild, almost spring-like, and staying near and above average through the rest of next week. For tonight, it's cold. Temps in the teens, partly to mostly cloudy. Some light snow showers flying for parts of the area tomorrow. Pretty scattered. Again, some light wintry weather early Friday. Back to the cold on Saturday, Sunday. 32, and then we'll be celebrating these warmer temps next week. Wow, that will feel lovely.
Is 50 possible?
It's not out of the question, especially south,
That's what we're aiming for, I
Yes.
think, Cheryl. Well, it is National Girls and Women in Sports Day today, and women's sports are bigger than ever.
And business owners looking to cash in on the opportunity. Jasmine Miner gets an inside look at a new women's sports bar coming to Wrigleyville, and it's being led by familiar faces on the local sports scene.
Level Sporting Club means women's sports are taking center stage. In fact, their biggest investment was stocking up on TVs, streaming channels, and services to individually air women's sports games, giving it the priority it deserves.
All the walls are going to be covered with TVs.
Designed by women, created for impact.
Women's sports is going to be center stage. I have goosebumps right now.
Founder of Level Sporting Bar here on North Clark Street in Wrigleyville and former Whitney Young and Northwestern women's basketball player Calissa Flores says opening the bar means building the much lacking infrastructure.
We played in front of 7,000 people for my high school city championship game. So the momentum has been there.
She's right. Even in the WNBA, this year it starts a roughly $3 billion media rights deal, 6 times the amount of its last one. So whether it's airing games or covering the walls and memorabilia from female athletes.
A Swin Cash jersey would be super amazing. Yeah.
These days, the momentum for women's sports bars like this one have been popping up all over the city. Just last year, Babe's Sports Bar opened in Logan Square.
It's about action. And to me, this is a statement. We're so powerful. We've always just had to figure it out, right, as women.
Level Sporting Club, led by an all-female team, which includes UIC women's basketball head coach Ashleen Bracey and the first black female coach in the NFL, Jennifer King, will be designed with a feminine feel. 2 levels, 2 bars, accompanied with a downstairs lounge.
Lower tables, perfect for a nice little date night with some sports in the background.
I can't tell you how many times I've gone to a sports bar out to eat and have to try to find the women's game. We wanted to fix that. We don't have to ask that anymore.
But the goal isn't just to bring in fans, but be a physical reminder of the power of women.
There's nothing you can't do. The bigger you dream, the bigger the reality.
Level Sporting Club plans to open its doors in late April. I'm in Wrigleyville. Jasmine Miner, ABC7 Eyewitness News.
All right, Jasmine, thank you. And coming up, local dogs and cats asking you to be their Valentine.
And we're looking ahead to St. Patrick's Day. We'll tell you who'll be honored during the Southside Parade. Anti-Cruelty Society is asking you to be their Valentine. Kitten sisters Kendra and Kendall took a visit to Skydeck Chicago to promote the new adoption campaign. They're 8 weeks old, looking for their forever home. They are adorable. And they're not scared of heights either.
No.
Adoption fees at the Anti-Cruelty Society's River North Adoption Center will be just $14 from now through February 15th. They're pretty cute.
Yeah.
And the Southside Irish Parade announces this year's parade Grand Marshal and parade honoree.
That's right. The 2026 Grand Marshal is the Tunnel to Towers Foundation. It is an organization helping injured veterans and first responders get homes for free that are specifically designed for their needs. It is creating a home right now for former Chicago police officer Carlos Eñez, who was seriously injured in a shooting. His partner Ella French was killed. And this year's honoree is St. Christina Catholic Parish, which is celebrating 100 years. And today students participated in a procession.
All right, very good, guys. Good job.
If you've been to the parade once, or if you've been to the parade every one since 1979, you know that this is an incredibly important day and an incredibly important celebration that's dear to the heart of the entire community. So for us, as we celebrate our 100th anniversary, it is an absolute privilege to have this honor.
Well, the Southside Irish Parade is considered one of the largest St. Patrick's Day celebrations outside of Dublin. It steps off on Sunday, March 15th at noon, and you're all invited to join.
It'll be here before we know it. And look who's joining us one last time on the set. Congratulations to the state champs. Judy asked them a question in the break. They're like, how many are looking at the University of Illinois?
Which we both graduated from? No.
And then Cheryl went to Brown. You got some cheers. And you just told us you were a dancer. I did not know this.
Well, have you seen some New Year's Eve?
Yes, yes.
But in college, I was in a tap group.
That's incredible.
Called What's on Tap.
I love it. I love
that name.
Well, thanks to all the ladies for sticking around. And congratulations.
Yes, congrats. So exciting.
I feel like we're probably just going to see them again next year.
I want to know what you're going to do with all your free time now. Now you don't have to do all of it.
Right, yeah.
Because it does take a lot of work.
They're going to study, and they're also going to apply to the University of Illinois.
And Brown.
Yes. Right. Thanks so much for joining us, Judy. Love to have you on the stream. We're back at 10.
Have a great night. Wait, Shirley.